Hey guys, if for some reason you're a sick individual and are enjoying the Phone Hacks podcast, make sure you get onto iTunes and give us a review.
Phone Hacks.
Ring-a-ding-ding, you got the kings. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Phone Hacks podcast with me, Mike Goldstein, comedian Nick Capper, and noted Star Wars cosplayer Nick Cody in the studio.
What the fuck? That's the most offensive thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, we like to gaslight people straight away.
Yeah. So good. That's actually really good. It had me like, what the fuck? Get me offside immediately.
It's about time you've been exposed, man. You just think that Wookiee costume's just going to keep you...
I had someone explain to me, like, cosplay, it's just if you wear a jersey to the football, you're doing the same
It's
thing.
pretty much the same shit. Yeah. But at least, I don't know, you're supporting something in reality. Instead of some weird fantasy bullshit.
I'd love it, man. I love it if you were a closet cosplayer. Yeah.
Man, some people go into... They put in some effort.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. I went to one once, a comic book convention. There was a... I'm like a pretty weedy guy, but I was like, I could kill everybody at this comic book convention.
Are we
so you just went along to feel good about yourself?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Are we calling you weedy? I don't think that's...
Well,
weedy?
I don't know.
I've never seen a weed with a beer gun before.
Yeah. Yeah, like I don't know. But that's the worst thing about it is a weedy with fat, which is weird. You know,
skinny
what I mean?
fat.
Yeah, well, compared to most cosplayers, probably because they're quite the tubby sorts.
But now I look, you know, because the guy used to do another podcast with Jeremy Webb. He used to go to them all the time, and because now people get on the gear and stuff, and they're ripped, like they've taken the cosplay into a full new level. They're like, I want to be Captain America.
And they just get on the roids.
Yeah, they go fully nuts. Once I saw a guy who was fully Predator, like he had the dreads,
right,
everything, and then he was ripped as well, and it was scary. I was like, whoa, that looks amazing.
So now it's the domain of kind of alpha gym dudes who also want to cross
I love that
over.
idea, just so many roids that you have heat seeker vision.
Yeah, exactly.
You see red after too many jabs in the arse cheek.
Yeah. I can't see anyone covered in mud after the gym.
When was the last time you dressed up as anything, Nick Cody?
Well, that's a good question. Dressed up. Oh, man. Costume parties. I had a mate of mine once just called them Facebook profile picture events. That's what he refers to a costume party at. And since then, I've tried to... I did an ad for Carlton Dry and I had to put some shit on.
Right.
Yeah. Do you know a weird thing?
I don't like costume parties, though, really.
I think I told you this before, but that, you know, you're doing a lot of ads for Carlton Dry at the moment. And then there was an ad where they had like a bunch of people around a think tank thing. And I got selected to nearly be one of them. They said, it's between you and another guy. And I remember you told me that you got this Carlton Dry ad. And I was like, I hope I'm not up against Cody because he's got it for sure. You know,
right. Was it that role?
No, and it wasn't your role.
Okay.
But later on, they told me I didn't get it. And they're like, I talked to a casting agent, just happened to meet her by a pool once at this pool party. And she goes, yeah, I know you. I nearly cast you for this ad. But we didn't cast you because you were a bit too much like Nick Cody. And I was like, what fucking world are you from? Like
a couple of weedy boys.
Yeah. She's like
little skinny lads.
Yeah, she said this. She said,
love Thailand.
Yeah, she said these two things. She goes, you know, Australian with red hair, and I was like, first of all, none of us. Yeah.
Got a red beard, don't it?
Yeah. Anyway,
so the pool. Why was that a detail that you included?
Also love that he tries to set it up like he's in Hollywood. That he's run into a casting director poolside.
Yeah.
That's what I was
you in
wondering.
the Beverly Hills?
To be honest...
well, now you're Carlton Wet, and then you just boot her into the pool, fucking Sparta style.
Man, you know me. I live the fucking entourage life, you know what I mean?
I just said, were you in the Beverly Hills? So it sounded like the old... Not were you in Beverly Hills, the Beverly Hills.
We changed Beverly Hills to South Caulfield.
So Nick, you've listened to the podcast
Yes.
before, so you're well aware. But just in case,
I just did my first illegal listen on my phone while driving.
oh, did you?
Yeah, because I'm on my Ps
Right.
at 31. I'm not allowed to use a phone, not even for music or anything.
Yeah.
So I just had it in my jacket pocket playing,
Okay.
zipped up.
Headphones
Playing.
in.
No, just playing off the speaker.
All
Because the
right.
car doesn't have Bluetooth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that what if you put the phone in the back seat? Is that illegal as well? Just any use of the
I don't know,
phone
man.
whatsoever?
You're a lawyer.
I
You
was-
fucking tell me. That's what,
I know, but obviously
that's what
that's
I told
hard
the
to
cops
believe.
when they pulled me over. No, it's funny. I'm off to see my lawyer, right?
It's funny if that wasn't a choice to head from the news. You're like, man, phone hack sounds the best through a muffled jacket.
Yeah.
Man, that's the only way to listen to it.
yeah. Obviously the lawyer thing didn't really work out that good for me. If my life has turned into just
Well, I know you were going back to it. I just heard. I was catching up on episodes.
Is it true you were too cool for law, Mike?
that's what they when I was made redundant, they were like, there's too many cool people,
Yeah.
and you're the coolest. You gotta
Definitely emotionless enough.
go. You're obsessed with this emotionless thing.
You're a robot.
Oh, fuck
You're
off.
a working killer, hell bent on the destruction of people.
Just because I don't care about your feelings doesn't mean I don't have my own. But to reiterate for any first-time listeners, if that is actually happening, we swap phones and we go through draft tweets, notes, Google search history, or camera roll decided by a spinning wheel. If you want to opt out on something that comes up, if it's too personal for whatever reason you don't want it out there, we will. You can ring the bell, and you ring the bell, you'll be subjected to one of 6 punishments. Which we've added some new wrinkles to. The fuck tweet is now also can be an Instagram post, and same with the earnest Facebook post and Instagram post as well. And then my favorite new one, we got rid of the roll again, and now we have a direct message to a celebrity on Instagram.
Fucking hell.
Which some of the shit I've written for this, like I'm so insanely excited to try out.
Yeah.
So hopefully the dice rolls onto a 6 for one of you guys,
Yeah.
and we'll send some embarrassing shit to a random celebrity. And then the other one's oral or oral, freestyle rap, and then text to a relative, which in the last episode we recorded with Nick Mason, Capper rolled a text to a relative. And Capper, if you want to explain what happened there.
I had to text
God, there's been some brutal ones.
my cousin
Oh, man.
Andrea. Now,
So this one too, his cousin Andrea, who is younger, I believe.
she is 19.
Okay.
I had to text this to her, totally out of the blue and probably inappropriate. But do you want to go on a date sometime? And then I freaked out about this for 2 days because I didn't hear from her for like 2 days.
Oh, the silence.
Man,
is,
don't you just walk out? As soon as you walk out of here, I'd text back going, fucking hell. That was the podcast.
I couldn't. Sorry, phone hack fans.
Yeah.
I crumbled, and I just said, "Hi, Andrea. I was hacked. Sorry. It's part of a stupid podcast I was doing." And she wrote, "Ha ha ha ha. No worries."
Yeah.
I was at a concert when you sent that, so I didn't even get to read it until now. And then it was her birthday that day.
Oh, wow.
So I wrote, "Happy birthday, by the way. What concert?"
So how about that date sometime?
Yeah. And she said it was one of the guys from One Direction, Niall Horan. So imagine being at One Direction concert and then
Really?
your cousin.
You didn't even have
asked
to
you
say
out
the
on a date.
age.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That was actually best case scenario. That could have been a lot worse. 19's almost the age
man.
max.
Yeah.
But probably the worst thing about this text message is that she is the daughter of my uncle that I also had to text to tell him that we had a dream that we 69.
Yeah.
So
So we're tearing this family apart.
they're really tearing this family apart. And all I got to say is just fuck Mike G.
It's so good.
Oh, but from that episode with Nick Mason, as you well know, Cody, Nick Mason has a massive online following.
Yep.
And he had the option to text a relative as well, but rather than text his mom something, because that's who we decided we were going to send the text to, he decided to tweet it, which, you know, for me, that makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
Just send to one person a closed off dialogue rather than opening it
But
up.
he went all in.
He went all in, man, which I was impressed with.
Yeah.
And his tweet that
How
we
many
sent.
Twitter followers does he have?
He's got at least 35,000.
Holy shit!
Man,
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I think it's around there.
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, this is the first time we've actually we freaked out a lot. We freaked out a lot doing this podcast, but this time we actually freaked
Man, it is.
out.
I'm getting like sweaty part. You know,
You'll be all right. I
Oh
think.
no, it's so good. Man, I can't not do any of the things because I've enjoyed it so much. Like it'd be rude not to.
Yeah, of course.
It's almost like a roast. If you're
Yeah, you got to take
I've
part.
done roast where I'm up first and
Yeah.
you get to fucking destroy everyone, and then you sit there and just cop it for the rest of the
You
night.
gotta cop it. Yeah.
You know?
So the tweet from Nick Mason's account was, as you know, he's a tram driver during the day. We said, sometimes I drive the tram erratically on purpose so I can watch women jiggle. And man, it just went insane straight away.
Really?
Like the amount of likes and retweets, and then of course, then you get the people weighing in, going, "This is fucked. How dare you?"
Yeah. No.
One person said this has sent shockwaves through the podcast community, which is
my
the
God.
dorkiest fucking place to send shockwaves.
Yeah.
So he was rattled. We went out to dinner afterwards, and you could tell he was, he left it up for a while, but then eventually he had to take it down. It was just like, we don't want to ruin anyone's career besides each other's, fledgling careers as they are. But we felt bad. Capper was also kind of shaken by it because, good of you guys, anyone to come in and do this fuck thing. But and even I thought that was innocuous, the women jiggle, but in the current climate,
oh man,
any
couldn't have picked
objectification,
them.
Well, he good props to him because he left it up, and we both gave him the option because it was spiraling out of control. It was like, and that was only half an hour in.
He could lose his
usually
actual
we don't back
job.
down.
Yeah.
Usually we're
Two
just,
jobs.
Yeah, the tram and the podcast community exile him. Yeah.
So we were freaking out totally, and both Mike and I gave him the option. We're like, "Don't do this, man. You've got so much more to lose than us." And he's like, "No, I'll leave it up for a little bit more, and then I'll expose it as a hack." And I was like, "Oh,
He
God."
did, and he did good damage control, and I think it was all fine. With anything.
After mine, I'm going to put "I got phone hacked" TM.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is, this is why we need guests now, because the premise is out there, so people know we're fucking with each other, but people have no idea you're in today recording one. So and what are you most active on though? Would you say Instagram? Okay, yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
And what out of the four things you said, Twitter is not really a thing for you. What would you
Twitter
be?
I got locked out of.
You got what
That's
happened
why.
there?
Yeah.
So apparently somebody tried to get into my account.
Right.
Twitter shut it down, or locked it, and sent me an email saying you've got to reset your password. So I reset it, and they said we've sent it to you, but they sent it to my old email address that I forgot the password for.
Right.
And so I try and get the password for the old email address, and they said, yeah, that's fine. We'll send you a text. And it was a text to a phone number I no longer...
Oh, shit.
Like an old fucking phone. 10 years ago, it must have been. 10, 15 years ago, this phone number. So I was just locked out of Twitter.
Right.
And I thought, this is... Oh, man, I'm fucked. I was split between, great, I never have to look at Twitter.
Yeah.
And this is fucked, I can't plug stuff. But Festival was fine. Like, everything's gone up.
Yeah.
It was a fuck. Now I just don't have to look at Twitter.
That's great.
It's quite nice.
Oh, man,
I'm
Twitter.
hoping to do it to them all.
Slowly get locked
Just
out of everything.
Selling, doing bigger shows and looking at less shit.
Well-
Which is probably actually how it's meant to be done.
Yeah.
If you don't waste your time on it, you do better stuff.
Totally. Yeah. Well, we'll do our best to get you locked out of Instagram or Facebook or whatever today. But man, it is for the best. Twitter is just a shitstorm of even comics who used to be funny just tweeting about Trump now. Like anyone cares.
It's the worst.
And like it's I find it by and large just a waste of time.
Ari Shafir did a real good post.
Instagram post?
Yeah.
What happened to us?
Yeah. It was just all tweets from comedians. What were they saying? Things like,
just
all
shit,
serious.
just weighing in
Political.
on serious.
Oh yeah.
But
Virtue
with
signal.
no new twist on it or no.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his caption was just what happened to us.
Great.
Oh, that's awesome.
What?
Yeah.
So
All right.
then, out of so Twitter's not really a thing for you. Would you be worried about notes, camera roll, or your search history?
Oh man, notes. Maybe some of the notes.
Yeah.
It's just joke
but I just
ideas.
realised though, you'll have to like click on the individual shows and go through the ideas for the because
Right.
they're not then I don't write them in bit by bit. It'll be like under a show, I start putting all the stuff I want to talk about, and early on in those things is when it's real fucked.
All right. We'll make sure and get into that. We ready? Do we want to spin the wheel?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so passing our phones to the left, I traditionally go first, and let's see what the wheel lands on today. So, obviously in the past, camera roll has been my undoing. So Nick Capper will be going through my draft tweets.
Oh, this has been good.
This has been really good.
Yeah.
Because Goldstein you're a joke man.
Yeah.
You're a fan of jokes, and you're a fan of darker
Stirring
stuff.
the pot?
Yeah.
But even Mike's darker stuff, my favourite thing is he's really just absolutely the worst jokes I've ever read. Jokes like
What?
Like the one where you go
corny.
The one where it's like ahead of time in America. What was that one?
Oh, yeah.
That was
But this is why
and
this
the
shit
one-
sits in draft tweets, because I know it's bad. You know, I have the discretion.
But even to have the idea in the first place is still quite frustrating.
Oh, everything out of Capper's fucking head is gold.
Man, I'm always gold. I'm always
right.
gold. Yeah, I'm a walking diamond mine. Okay, so it's from the top.
Well, wherever you want to go,
Yeah,
you could
okay,
scroll
cool.
around.
All right,
There's
all right.
plenty in there.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you do have a few.
There's I'm so into most of the shit. I'm going. Yeah, that's not. I'm going to keep it in. And then in the back of my mind now, I'm like, fuck, if this comes up on the podcast. But I've held true to the honor system of not deleting or censoring shit.
One of my favourites was, I think, maybe episode 2 when Kappa rang the bell 4 seconds after you already read the fuck thing off his phone.
That's happened so many times.
Man, it's
man.
so good.
The
like,
damage
just
is
the worst
done.
response time to a bell.
Because you're trying to remember.
man.
You're trying to remember.
Like a skill tester where it's colours pop and you hit the tiles. It was just the slowest.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's happened to both of us, but it happened to Mike with the camera roll once. I read out.
Well, don't repeat it. If I ding down.
No, I didn't. I'm not going to repeat it.
Yeah.
But, read out.
Yeah.
The thing, and then you were like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Because I couldn't describe it any other way. I'm like, this is a photo of this.
Right.
And you're
Yeah.
like, oh. Okay, so there's one here, just, because there's one here that applies to you, Cody.
Yeah.
Congrats
Congrats at the Nick Cody on a good comedy.
Yeah.
fest.
yeah.
No, I can't send it. I hate this.
I want to
Exactly.
fuck. I want to fuck Nick Cody.
That's in my Google search history.
UFC boy, really just a big bear. I want to fuck. No, this one is the baby moon concept is all you need to know about having kids. Let's go on a holiday because this little fucker will ruin the next 18 years of our lives.
Man, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I just went on one. It almost is what it is. You're.
I think it was after talking to you. You were like, yeah, I'm going on the baby moon or something. And I was like, what the fuck?
I fucking hate the term.
Yeah.
It's not the. It's like. I used to have bits about fucking hating yoga, and it's like it's not the thing itself. It's like the people that use the terms, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like it is just stretch. If it's just stretching, it's stretch. A baby moon is you and your partner just go away and sleep in for the last time.
Yeah.
for a while.
I like how things like this, how your life progresses, Cody. It reveals a layer of your armor off each time.
Yeah.
Like, like when you're a single dude or whatever, and you're just touring around, you're just like, fuck baby moon, fuck this, fuck that. But now that you have to progress with your life and you're saying things like that, that's funny. I'm like, Cody gets weaker as his life goes on.
Yeah. Or you just get to mock it. That's what I say to my wife. I'm like, hey, feel free. If you want to sign us up for a pram demonstration day, just know I will mock you and the day while we're there and afterwards.
Yeah. But
I don't care.
How was the baby moon? Like that,
It was great. We just went to Noosa. It's just a holiday.
Totally, and that's it. And it's when
I say on stage, it's a chance for you and your pregnant partner to go away and you drink booze and eat soft cheese in front of them. I think she loved it. Man, it's fucking worse for them.
Yeah.
Because they think you're on equal footing and you're not.
No.
Like they're having a nice relax, but I'm just having beers at 11 in the morning and
washing it down with some soft cheese.
Brutal for lunch.
You find that people, because you're going out, walking on the beach, have cafes and stuff, you find that people treat you nicer. They're like,
Man, for sure.
Yeah.
There's something too about like guys, like blokes that have a little baby, because blokes don't want to go, man, I'm fucking pumped to be a dad. For some reason, we're not at that level in in the world yet.
Yeah.
But you see a bloke with a little kid, and if you see his wife's pregnant, he's like, man, you pumped? You excited? It's like, yeah. And then a bloke without a kid looks, and they're like, what? You looking at my kid? I'll kill you. You know?
Yeah. Also, there's like this shit thing that shouldn't happen, but it is. When you see a dude walking around with a pregnant girl, you kind of look at him as a bit of a like, oh man, he's cool. He's the hero, like he's doing the work or something like that. You're like, oh, that's cool. Like,
and now that I'm...
What a nice guy.
My wife's 27 weeks in.
Yeah.
I understand full well I am doing none of the work.
Oh, yeah,
It
of
is
course.
fucking brutal. Brutal.
Okay, so am I allowed to read up another one? Or,
Yeah, that one was a little weak. You
Yeah,
need
I
one more.
know. So, okay. What about this one?
What was bad about that one? It was almost close.
It just wasn't like it wasn't my experience, you know. Like, and it was after talking to you, but I was like, I got no.
It was weird because the next one is
but it's
fuck,
close
I
to
hate
being-
talking to Nick Cody, which is weird to write as a tweet.
I know. I'm very specific.
I hate bearded UFC guys. It's hard not to punch him. This one is Dr. Dre has multiple allegations of assaulting women and still turned into a billionaire by selling a product called Beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I'll tell you why that didn't go. So I watched the
Yeah.
Defiant Ones, the documentary on Dr. Dre and his producer, and I was like, how has no one made this connection before? That this dude, you know, has all these assault allegations, and then his product is called Beats, and then I put it in the draft tweets, and then I was like, it's been done. I Googled it, and it's been done a million times over.
Right.
So I forgot to go back and delete it, but it is a connection that people have obviously made.
Yeah.
That Dr.
Man,
Dre.
it's smart that you do that. I do that with stand-up now.
Yeah.
'Cause I had a bit that somebody was like, oh, that's like a fucking Eddie Murphy bit. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And you go, oh, all right. So now if I have any new bit, I'll YouTube comics, blah, blah, the topic,
Yeah.
and then just watch and see if it's... Because I remember I had all this stuff on wedding prep, and then I watched Rory Scovel's special.
Yeah.
He started talking about wedding prep, and I was like, I've never been shitting myself so much and laughing at the same time, because it was coming close to the same topics within wedding prep.
Of course.
But the bits were even better, so it was more annoying.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, man, he's so much better than me.
Not the same, but better takes. Cool.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Because of the internet, so much content is produced that... You know, something's on Reddit or it's even on Urban Dictionary or some shit. If it's even a slight play on words, it's been done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like if it is an independent thought that, you know, you came up with on your own and it's obviously not lifted from anyone, there should still be free reign to do it, you know? So,
Kappa's phone just rang, and the person's name says Alex Guilty.
Alex Guilty.
Oh, yeah, that's your
shitty lawyer. His first name and
He works pro bono.
Actually, guys, don't mean to brag, but that's a production company. So,
look at that.
I've done a lot of work for. So there you go.
Look at that.
Might have a little acting
Somebody
job
else
on the
at
way.
the-
That's what that usually means when Alex Guilty calls.
Oh shit.
When Barry Guilty calls, that means I'm fucked. All right, so
spinning the wheel for Capper.
Is that because I just wanted the Defiant Ones? That's a documentary on Dr. Dre.
Correct. And his producer Jimmy Iovine or something.
Is it incredibly biased towards Dr. Dre just being the king?
They kind of, you know, they mention the assaults and, you know, there's but pretty much they're like this. He was a musical genius from the start, and this amazing DJ, and you know they gloss over. They still talk about his arrests and you know what have you, but it's basically really pushes that angle.
Because the NWA movie, I loved it. It was like two kids, like him and like Ice Cube and Dr. Dre, and it was like if two kids wrote a story about themselves. So like, we were the two good guys. Everyone else was fucked.
I never watched that movie. I've just stopped with music. What are they called? Biopics.
Yeah.
Because they fucking crowbar in the like chatting it like it's a conversation into a song. So it's like someone's talking to Notorious B.I.G. and he's like, man, things are going all right, but it's pretty crazy at home. And then his friend will be like, man, you know, more money, more problems. And then it cuts to the studio and he's saying, and I'm like, fuck you. Makes me so angry.
Oh, they do it every
So
time.
angry.
Every time.
Man.
What if they have one on like Eric Clapton? They're like, man, so bad that your kid fell off a balcony. It must be when you meet them, well, I wonder if they'll be crying tears in heaven.
Yeah.
It shows him in the studio like, man, it's been 4 minutes since...
My wife and I last year were in the UK, and she loves musicals, and she's taken me to a bunch. And some of them I've enjoyed, and some I fucking hated. We went and saw one that was all about like R&B and soul singers from like the 50s through the 70s or something.
Right. And
the first half, that thing I described no less than 8 times with songs from the Temptations, but that same thing, like someone's chatting and then they say something back and then boom into the song. I left at the interval. I just went back to the hotel. Which is like, where are you going? I'm like, I can't go back in.
But that's, when they make a movie about your life, Nick Cody, they'll be like, hey, Nick, man, your beer game's strong, bro. And you're like, yeah, it is. And then you're scribbling in your notebook. And you're like, Then it's just this montage of, and then someone's like, he's crushing it. And you're like, what's that?
Man, I'm so upset to find it because we talked before about you guys have caught the number of podcast episodes. You've caught up to me already, and I've done it for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And I have big breaks, maybe a year off at a clip, and I found out in that last big break before I released the new ones, there's he's like an Instagram motivational guy, Gary Vaynerchuk. Have you heard him?
No.
He's one of the, the Gary V, I think, on Instagram. It is the worst. He's just pumping people up, but the fucking worst advice. And he's released a podcast called Crushing It.
All right.
The name of my podcast. He's released that as I've in the break, which proves he really is crushing it. I'm a bit lazy. Man, let me see. Sorry to.
And you had a show called Loose Units, and now there's someone with a book out called Loose Unit. Yeah.
Man, but Loose Unit's just a
general term. Yeah.
The guy that wrote the book sent me a lengthy message going, man, I didn't take.
Yeah.
Man, I've been working on this for 2 years. And I'm like, well, neither of us invented
the term
loose unit.
And you know who wouldn't send a message like that?
A fucking loose unit.
An actual loose unit.
Wouldn't write a book either, you nerd. I bashed him and I stole his lunch money.
Here's a brick with loose unit written on it.
Man, he's one of these guys, Gary VEE on Instagram.
Right.
Keep sleeping on me. I'll wake you up when it's over. And it's a photo of him staring. Positive ambition is something I've been thinking a lot about. The desire to win in your craft, but not at someone else's expense, and also create enormous success for those around you. What are you talking about?
Man, we should use this guy's quotes for earnest Facebook posts.
You can't be authentic if you pander to anything other than yourself.
Man.
Don't be fancy until you're fancy. What the fuck does that even mean? Like, just garbage.
Man, I want to do fake biographics, like a sketch where it's just got how they, like that. This thing you're describing is so, like, what if you had, like, Trent Reznor's autobiography was like, I want to fuck you like an animal, and just shows him in the studio.
Yeah.
It's got, like, the band Anal Cunt. And he's like, do you know what's a good band? The name? And he's like, Anal Cunt.
Well, that's what, Trent Reznor was sitting around one day, and someone was like, hey, Trent, I want you to fuck me like an animal. And he was like, oh, that's good.
Well, after I write this classic.
Yeah,
exactly. Man, and like you were talking about before, Mike, you had that tweet idea for Dr. Dre, then you search it and you realise
it's been done.
I just wish personal trainers and Insta models would do that for their captions.
Yeah.
Hey, I wonder if anybody else has said live in the moment.
Yeah.
That's fucking assholes. Live in the moment is my most hated one. Because to put a selfie of yourself on social media is the opposite of living in the moment.
Yeah.
Living in the moment, you don't tell people about.
No.
Because you live in the fucking moment.
You don't need validation for something that happened in the past if you're living in the moment, right? And this common one I'm seeing is for fitness models is, and explain this to me if you can. They say, I work out so my relationships don't have to. Have you heard that before?
No.
Oh.
And I'm not sure. I tried to unpack it.
Yeah.
I work out so my relationships don't have to. I think it means if my relationship fails, it doesn't matter because I'm ripped and hot, right?
Yeah.
Which makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Because then you're just going to be this muscly old lady, you know, and your knees are going to give out trying to get out of the bathtub from a lifetime of squats. And then you just let out like a dusty old protein queef, and no one finds you because you're alone because
like
your relationships didn't work out.
She broke her hip. What happened? Her top half was too heavy. Like it just crushed her own hips standing up. She didn't fall over.
I mean, you see,
her own upper mass.
oh man, you see them all the time. Like in Thailand, they're just sort of like a ripped dudes covered in tats, and they're at the bar and they're like old. They're like 45, whatever. They're still ripped or whatever. But no women want to touch them. Like, no, they're just like, no, you're an old, muscly, ripped dude. What?
Weird.
Yuck.
Yeah, weird.
Well, we're delaying the inevitable. We gotta go through Capper's phone, spinning the wheel. Cody, you got to deal with the Oppo this week.
Oh, the Oppo. Look at it.
Which is
absolute
Man,
genius.
I'll be honest. That looks like an iPhone.
Yeah, it's like a shit copy of an iPhone.
Yeah, it's
He's
like
got a broken Oppo. That's what's sad. It's got a cracked screen.
Of course.
He's got a cracked screen.
He couldn't even take care of the Oppo.
Guys, I've just been to Malaysia. I posted in the group, but I saw some Oppo dealerships in Malaysia. It was incredible.
Is that just a guy with a trench coat? That he just got Oppos. It looks like an iPhone, but it's like what you give when you give a kid a toy that looks like something an adult uses.
Pretend to use.
Yeah, and it's cracked from Capper chewing on it.
You know what? I saw some new phones I could have bought cheaper overseas, and I just every time I was nearly about to buy one, I thought, just seeing Mike G, how angry you get every time you have to use it.
I think I've been making the guests
I was going
look
to
at
ask
it.
why you didn't get a cover, and then I realised, why would you protect something that's worth less than the
cover?
You know?
I was going to get a cover for it.
You
That's
could
the
buy.
same. All right, spinning the wheel for Capper. Let's see. I think obviously your search history in the past has been the worst. Notes.
No. Yep. So I got
Brisbane Funny Fest rough draft.
Oh yeah, that's a rough draft for a show. So
That's for a show. What, yesterday? Or a few days ago.
How you going? Maybe go. These are all my current notes.
So we got some killer joke premises, I
Man,
imagine.
some absolute killer joke premises.
You said it's all gold.
Oh man, it's all gold.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
One of my I'm not even going to click on the note. It's just the first few lines make me laugh. A lot of people, full stop. A lot of people forget that not only am I a comedian, I'm an agricultural based comedian. Now he's written a lot of people. A lot of people forget. So he's written in that he's going to stammer. A lot of people forget.
A lot of people.
I thought I was going to get off easy with this fucking notes thing, but I'm not.
No.
So you put in almost phonetically how
I don't know how I put that in. I don't even know why I put that in.
What did it say that you're an agricultural based comedian?
Yeah.
Because you have jokes about John Deere tractors and kelp, I believe, is the thing.
Yeah, kelp. Yeah. So I don't know. I would not know. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I type things in, or when I'm drunk, and that's.
Yeah.
I have
So you
no idea how that happened.
stammered that one into the Oppo.
Great.
Okay.
This one, because I had a look at his set list for the Brisbane Funny Fest rough draft.
Right.
And it says Ferrero Rocher, Pork Palace, Steger Tractor Burn, Think of the Next Man, Long Wife, Long Life. And then Long Wife, Long Life, I see it's got its own note.
Okay.
Long Wife. Long Wife. You know what they say, long wife, long life. Then it's draw a picture of a long wife. My wife is so long, sometimes we put roller skates on her and dress her up as a train. Whenever my wife is wearing roller skates, she gets mistaken for a train. My wife is so long, sometimes she gets mistaken for the neighbour's DVD box set. How long is a piece of string? Who cares? It still won't be longer than my wife.
What the fuck? Long life, long life.
Oh man!
All right, so justify.
You're taking the piss out of obviously happy
I told
wife.
you this is all gold.
Happy wife, happy life. I assume you're talking about.
Yeah, so it's like my dad misconstrued the saying when he was young. He told me long wife, long life, rather than happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
Is that true? Your dad actually?
No,
Okay.
not at all. No.
But that's the bit.
Yeah,
I love that in one note you'll write a lot of people dot a lot. You'll write in a stammer, but you won't even write the fucking setup to long wife, long life.
Well, I'm still working on the setup.
Apropos enough,
Yeah.
just of nothing. Just long wife, long life.
Long
guy.
life, long life, and then fucking neighbor's box set, train, roller skates. It's just that tsunami of shit
Well,
after that.
it's so funny because I tried that bit out twice in one night.
Right.
So I went to you do. I don't know if you guys do this when you go to I had a show at Catfish, which is a great gig.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll book in a tough show before that. So when I get to Catfish, the good gig,
Yeah.
I won't feel confident. I mean, like I just fucking did a bad gig because if I go on stage too confident, it's at a good gig.
Yeah.
I fuck it up. So I'm like, no.
Really?
Yeah. Well, not all the time, but I like to be on the back foot. I like to think that I'm not that good when I get on, which is a lie because I'm really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah,
long wife,
obviously,
long
yeah.
life. I
Yeah.
mean,
And it's so funny that
that's
you said
up there with the new Chappelle specials.
Take my long wife, please.
Yeah, exactly. Long wife. He does a Borat.
long wife.
Fuck you guys, all right? This is gold.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't. So I was like, I knew I wanted to do the long wife, long life thing. So I did it at this kind of harder gig, and it went so good, but I didn't know how. I didn't
It was
expect
good.
it to go good.
Yeah.
Well, do you record your sets?
Yeah, I
and
record the
listen back?
set. Yeah, but I didn't have time to listen to the recording to get to the next one.
Yeah.
So I go to the next one, and I'm riding a cloud. I'm like, this long life thing, it's going to go fucking crazy, right? Because I think I set up the character that I was stupid and that I was going to be an oddball character on stage.
See, now that's a setup you don't need.
I know. I was going to say more wasted.
But the
That's
other
probably
one,
in another note. Explain to the crowd you're a bit left of centre,
Bit
you're a
slow.
bit kooky. You're not looking at some forensic accountant up here, guys.
yeah. Forensic
She was-
accountant.
yeah. Anyway, she was standing
Yeah,
by
and I
a
cut
pool.
up people and I just do the books on the side.
So, what happened at the next gig?
And then the next gig, I didn't
Hold on,
establish.
Kappa doesn't know that forensic accountant is an actual job.
Yeah.
I do not know. Is that an actual
Yeah,
job?
yeah.
A forensic accountant.
Yeah,
So what does that
they
mean?
go they going through books to see if people are. What's the best way to describe
Like a paper trail.
Yeah, paper trail, like criminal syndicates and
fuck.
stuff. Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, man. And I just took the piss out of
Yeah,
it.
you're like,
I just-
oh, you're bloody stabbing someone, then fixing your books. Like, no, you're going through the books of.
You need to
All
talk
right,
to
well, I'm not
Alex
a-
Guilty about that.
I'm not adept with administrative employment opportunities, all right, guys?
Yeah. Again,
Anyway.
didn't need to be said.
A lot of people think that when they first meet me. They're like, oh, Nick Kappa, man, this guy knows a lot about different opportunities in accounting sectors. You know? But the second one, I didn't really establish that. All the jokes went very good before I did the long wife, long life one. So people just looked at it as lame. Like, oh, he was good up until this.
Yeah.
But I still had to kind of walk through the shit and still do all the three examples, and
Right.
none of them worked.
You committed.
Yeah, and I even added a new
ballsy.
one at the end that was, my wife is so long, sometimes she gets mistaken for a one-man human centipede.
Great.
And that man is long.
Yeah.
And then that didn't go well
Yeah.
either. So then I just...
Yeah. Long wife, long life.
It's weird when the first three don't work and then you throw in a human centipede reference. That
Still.
doesn't win them back.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like I was digging myself even deeper.
Yeah. You should have just said long wife, long life. Long bit.
Long, yeah. Well, they put me on last as well, so that's a good taster.
Oh.
Nah, I got him back.
Did you?
It was all right, yeah. But
All right.
I was sweating there for a bit.
Okay, so Nick Cody's phone, spinning the wheel. So far, I don't think any
Nothing brutal.
Nothing brutal's come
Nothing
up.
brutal,
I think
but
notes is fairly.
It's been a great analysis of comedy. It's weird the three comedic minds that are so, break down the sources of comedy and the way it goes.
Long life. All right, spinning the wheel to see what I get to go through in Cody's phone, and we landed on camera roll.
Whoa.
Camera roll for Nick. I'm thinking like you are quite active on Instagram, like you said before.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of dog, a lot of wife.
A lot of dog, a lot of wife. Long wife.
Now the bell.
Long wife.
Yeah.
I can put the bell right in the middle there, Nick.
Within reach.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's in reach, so feel free to
Also,
ding
you
it.
can, just so you know, that's if you hit back at the bottom left, you can have a look in, because there's other
folders.
obviously.
Yeah.
Man, you're going to get a lot of me, mouth open, smiling. You know?
Yeah, that's a classic.
Stock standard.
Classic Cody pose.
You're a big
I was going
fan
to
of
do
that.
Up to be there, you know.
I had these cheap headphones and this crappy beer on this airline. I was going to do it. I was going to do the selfie thing, but I had my phone.
All right, so I went back and I'm going to go through screenshots because the other
Oh,
stuff.
screenshots is fuck. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised to see what's.
I was.
Okay.
The screenshots
man.
is like I've had beers. No, it's actually not. It's
It's
actually
not bad?
nice. Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. Well, how about this screenshot of tweets? One about Anthony Bourdain. So you've screenshotted Sam Morrill, New York comedian, tweeted terribly sad news about Anthony Bourdain. Loved his shows, his writing. So it's all very kind of sad and dark. What's the reason behind screenshotting that?
I think that one was not. It was when Bourdain died. I realised the anger I have towards his morals was nice. That was actually a nice
very
tweet.
nice,
There were ones included in the like ABC News article about it, where somebody's like, whenever they just make it about their own life instead of the person that died. So Kate Spade, the fashion designer, had died a few years before.
Yeah.
And a guy wrote, a woman wrote, every time I signed a new book deal, I bought a Kate Spade bag. Here are my 16 Kate Spade bags. You'll be dearly missed. And it's like, you fucking piece of shit. Just say you signed 16 book deals, you fucking arsehole. Like, it made me so angry. Somebody else is like, strolling along in Venice today when I discovered Kate Spade had passed away. I'm clutching her bag, looking at the sunset. You'll be... It's like, you're just bragging about your holiday.
Of course. Yeah. That's useless information, right? People injecting themselves into it. But I think this might be more fertile ground. You have a screenshot.
Yes.
Yeah? Did we land on Taylor Kniff? And he's described as an American internet personality.
Do you know this guy?
I've never heard of him.
So there's a there's a Netflix show called Chasing Cameron.
Right.
Have you heard of it? And there's a guy, Cameron... Fuck, I forget his last name. But Chasing Cameron's about this, like, 19-year-old YouTuber. Yeah. So it's a documentary series about a YouTuber and following him on tour and his friends. But they never... It's like they sing... But they're not singers. They're just YouTubers. Yeah. But they do songs or whatever. They don't show much of the actual... What they do in the show. Right. It's mainly just young girls, like... and fainting and...
Of course.
And Taylor is like this white dude friend of his from West Virginia, I think, or Ohio, who thinks he's a rapper, but he's like, has to be, at worst, upper middle class. Right. And fuck, it is hilarious. He's got a video on YouTube that's got, tens of millions of views, but comments are disabled because it's got so many, like, thumbs down. It starts with him holding up the keys for, like, not even a great car. And then at one point he holds up a check, and the check is for $23,700, which is like, that's not enough to... Yeah. Like, if someone gave... I'd be like, fuck, man, that's amazing. But for a rap video... Yeah.
That's pretty modest. Yeah.
It's very modest. And he's like baller,
I heard about this. I heard that because they don't know what to do in the concerts because they're just YouTuber guys. Yeah, and they just start throwing out glow sticks or whatever, and they just jump and dance around, and they're just playing music. And
this is the bane of every internet personality's existence. Once they go live, they realize their limitations pretty quick, right? Yeah. And for context,
YouTubers, I'm just upset. Like, I'm obsessed with it because I'm just trying to figure out. Obviously, it's a new thing, and you just don't want to be an old cunt. Yeah, it's like, nah, things were different, right? And all I can figure out, YouTubers put out 10 to 20 minutes a day of content about them and what they do. Yeah, and people eat it up. Yeah, and to be honest, like, that's what breakfast radio is. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
a breakfast radio host maybe talk that much each day about their personal lives between songs and ads.
Yeah.
Might be 20 minutes. So it's maybe just the same thing. Like, people tune in every day because they're trying to keep up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they're just all shit.
Well, no, but it's a youth thing. I mean, that sounds old even to just say, but Taylor Kniff, it's a youth thing. But he's young, obviously, and he's a white kid, so even the rapping, obviously, that makes it way worse.
Yeah.
And he's wearing an American flag bandana in that photo. But what was it? Why screenshot it? Were you sending it to someone? Look at this fuckhead.
I must have sent it. Who would I have sent that to? Maybe Tom Walker. Tom Walker, comedian, was the one that just sent me a link to Chasing Cameron and said, you will love this.
Right.
Right.
It's a hate watch, though. It's a total hate watch.
Yeah, but my wife did walk in watching it at home just going, what do they do? Like, I'm just screaming, what are they doing? Just tell me, what do they do? Like, at the live shows, it's just, what do they do?
Yeah.
Because it can't be all songs. There's not enough of them for a concert.
No.
This is weird. I opened for Luke Kidgel. He's like a comedian that's a sensation, YouTube sensation in Perth. And, great guy. And he did...
I got him into stand-up, apparently. Told me that once.
How's that?
There you go.
Stand-up show of mine, and then it's one of those scary things where he goes, man, I saw your show, I wanted to get into stand-up, and then you're just terrified if he's going to be terrible or not.
So you're to blame.
Yeah. I've never seen him.
He was fine, because he's only a year or two in.
Yeah.
So he's doing a 1 hour show, which is ahead of his time.
Yeah.
But it was fine, but the people laughed, but it was weird because they had to, it was like a 16 plus show, but in Perth you got to bring your parents if you're in a venue.
Right.
So there's like two young kids there, and then there's their dad sitting next to them with their arms crossed.
Yeah.
But they laughed, but you could tell they were just there to see him.
Yeah.
And then he did well. The stand up was good, but then after it, they were all there to get a photo with him and merch. Yeah. That's the thing. It's a new breed of fan where it's like photo and merch.
Yeah.
They were like, stand up, cool, but we're here to get the fucking
photo.
Yeah, we get the signature.
All right, I don't know. I think
I feel bad there.
No.
It wasn't bad enough.
No, I was going through screenshots and there's some stuff, and even with the Bourdain thing, because I was worried about Google search history, where I, in a darker moment, was like, has no one raised the thought that this dude died autoerotic asphyxiating? And so I just had, and I was like, fuck, I got Bourdain autoerotic asphyxiation. And then, of course, everyone's like, this is probably what happened. Like, people are like, no. but he's so well loved. Yeah. Like, he's so well loved.
He's such a well-traveled
dude.
Man about town. He wouldn't have just proper necked himself. He had to be jerking off probably after a fancy cocktail or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
No way he just straight up killed himself.
Man, those Tim Sims were awful. Time to rub one out.
Yeah, but there's that shame in it that, beloved. Like, when David Carradine, when it happened to him, they're like, oh, that guy who used to be on Kung Fu, who gives a shit? That's, even with Michael Hutchins, it's only people are accepting that he died strangle wanking, which is the technical term.
Coroner's
Yeah.
And that's it. And I was like,
the forensic accountants.
Obviously, Reddit's gone nuts with people going, he probably died strangle wanking. And I did try a bit once where no woman has ever died strangle wanking. It's only dudes, and it's thousands of dudes a year, which once again goes to show you they probably do it, but they're just better at multitasking. Yeah. Right? And it never went that well, but I just thought I'd burn it on here.
Yeah. That's fucking funny.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
And you look, we'll do the letter to the producer, cut that bit out, and we can just release that as an MP3.
You're right.
Yeah. Well, you can buy that at mikeg.com.
$5.99
the strangle wank joke.
We'll add a bonus track, A Long Wife, A Long Life. So let's get into some punishments. Let's spice this up a little bit.
Okay.
As I think we'll do Masters of Your Own Destiny, so we roll the dice for each one. And like I said, I have added some new wrinkles to the punishments. So we do have the direct message to a celebrity on Instagram. I'll roll the dice first, and we'll see what happens. Yeah. So 1, oh fuck, it's a fucked tweet or Instagram post.
Ooh. Okay.
And I should say, with Instagram, I only fully embraced it about 6 weeks ago. So I don't have a huge. I've fucking held out forever. And then finally I was like, fuck it, I'll just do it. So I don't have many followers. Twitter's probably more damaging, depending.
So you get to...
Well, you both collaborate.
Well, we can collaborate. So Cody, I've got a few choices here.
Yeah.
We can go over. So if Mike chooses Instagram, I've sent this photo to Mike before, and I think it would be great. It's just a photo of KKK with no description. So
wow. Fuck, that is better than mine.
So we've got a choice.
Wait. So no caption?
No caption, just KKK. And the funniest thing is today's 4th of July.
Yeah.
So that's really funny.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you think that's too brutal?
You don't
have many followers.
Yeah, I've got maybe, I don't know, 350 or something? What's your suggestion?
Man, just make it so corny, but I'm worried that people know you're fucking around there.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's
I just wanted to take a photo of you behind that.
Yeah.
And then the caption just say, "The mic is my life."
Yeah, no, they'd know that.
Behind the mic is where I feel alive or something.
Yeah. Otherwise,
it's
just one of those like, fuck up.
It just depends on
the KKK one. I don't know.
I can't get out of what do you call it? Like the sincere, an earnest post.
Yeah,
even if I thanked people at the end of a festival, it still has to have at least something self-deprecating.
Yeah.
Fuck you to someone.
Yeah.
Eat shit someone else. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
what I mean?
Some kind of shit talking. Otherwise, it almost feels, even though you're being genuine, it feels disingenuous because you're not. But because we're all hiding behind this mask of, we don't really give a shit, you know?
Yeah.
Just
So, I mean, you've got a choice between that, or do you reckon we should just do that one? Because there's a Twitter one that I've got.
Oh, fuck
and
tweet,
Well, so these are the options, either Instagram or fuck tweet.
So this one, I'm stepping outside the square. It could be successful or it could be not that successful.
Right.
So what it is I found a Australian porn star called Natasha Nice. And on Twitter, she's posted a photo of herself naked. And then she says, with the caption, "Morning sunshines, I'm taking over the Fleshbot Instagram today. And taking a black cock up my ass too."
Jesus.
And you're just going to retweet it?
I just retweet it, yeah. So it's, I mean, it's, what do you think? Are you happy to go?
Fuck. How long do
I'm so...
Man, that laugh out of Kappa then, that was Rodney Root-esque. That's a country boy laugh.
Yeah,
Cut this, you can't.
yeah.
Okay, so you...
Mate, that's so good. You just retweet that Natasha Nice.
"Morning sunshines, I'm taking over the Fleshbot Instagram today and taking black cock up my ass too."
Jesus.
And then there's a photo of her naked.
All right. That's... Okay, well, you guys decide. I'm not going to say...
We hear those stories about how, porn sites are killing the US porn industry.
Yeah.
You imagine the low-wage Aussie porn stars are on.
Oh, God. So bad. You know, it's hard enough for Australian actors, legit ones. Yeah, Aussie porn. I don't even think I've seen an Australian porn.
I've got a friend who works for a production place in Melbourne.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and she's mostly queer stuff. But she said, she gets paid heaps of money and it's very successful.
Is it?
Yeah. Because just think of how many...
you met by the pool, wasn't it?
Yeah. She's like, listen...
Before you had to fuck a bloke in the pool.
There we go. This is all making sense.
You're a lot like Nick Cody. We'd like to see Nick Cody fuck a bloke.
He said he was busy, but you'd be keen.
Well, I'm not going to say which one I think is the worst. I'm going to let you guys decide.
So,
between
what do you think?
Yeah, the KKK with just Happy 4th of July written underneath could be.
I think it's pretty brutal.
A retweet on that is. I think it's better.
Yeah,
I think it's so funny.
Okay, so
all right.
Because who was it? Was there a politician that got busted liking a porn star's tweet?
I think it was Ted Cruz or
that's right.
Someone like that in the States, and then he's just immediately, said, "Oh, I was hacked."
So I was
on phone hacks.
So I got to find this.
You got to find
chick
Natasha
first.
Nice.
All right,
and then go down to a tweet that was tweeted 5 days ago.
And so you obviously follow this chick.
I
like how it just happened
I
to
was
find.
like told about this.
I was told about
I was told about it.
Oh, yeah.
Town crier.
You know these, you know those. You know those conversations where people
Morning,
are like,
sunshiners.
Okay, I wanted to retweet it. All right, I'm living my life through you.
all right, okay, so Natasha Nice. Hey guys, new scene out today.
Morning sunshine. It starts.
It starts morning sunshine, and it was about a day ago. Okay, hey guys.
No, 5 days ago. Sorry.
Okay, she tweets a lot. You are busy looking at this chick in your feed.
Well, I had to look outside of the square in how to get Mike G, and I am hating this now because I wish I went first.
Why is that?
Because you're going to come at me with fire.
Yeah, well, you don't get to decide
It's going to be
what gets used and what doesn't anymore. All right, just the graphicness of the okay. Natasha Nice, morning sunshines. I'm taking over the flesh and blah blah blah. Black cup my ass too, and it already has 365 retweets. Who the fuck?
That's a retweet a day for a year.
Yeah, that's
Unless there's
all right.
already 365 of this podcast, there is no reason for anybody to...
Also, Cody, you're a part of history, Phone Hacks history, because we've introduced a new rule.
Yeah.
And that's...
It's
we
gotta
know
be
that
a certain
people...
amount of time.
No, people have cottoned on that we're doing this. So, every 10 minutes or whatever, we don't want to ruin the flow of the podcast. Mike's just got to check his phone, and if someone's given it away, like phone hack, whatever, he's got to delete it.
Delete that comment. All right, and how long do I leave it up for?
However long you
We'll
think,
see.
Mike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Retweet with comment or just retweet?
No, just retweet.
Retweet?
That is far worse, isn't it?
Yeah, that is far worse.
All right, it's done. You retweet
I love when
it.
you see there's like people on Facebook like that just share like positive affirmations. That's their only thing is like florally writing.
Oh yeah,
You
no
can
one
do it
thinks
and whatever, yeah.
anything for themselves. But now that it's fucking out there, immediately I'm filled with anxiety and just
Oh man, and we haven't recorded an ep in a while, so the anxiety I had today is, and I'm feeling right now.
Man.
It's worse.
All right, mine is out there. I retweeted Natasha Nice. Who Snoot Capper? Someone just happened to tell them about this.
Yeah, someone happened to tell me about this.
All right.
I think I told my wife what podcast I was doing.
Really? So she has no
depending
idea.
on what, fuck, this could be very funny.
Okay.
Master of your own fate. Roll the dice, Capper.
I don't want to do this.
5. Fuck, you always get text message to a relative.
Fuck.
You always get it.
Did we want to take a break, or do you reckon?
I feel like we've done it so much. Do you have someone in mind like that we haven't? We've done uncle, cousin, mom. Is there a random? What about Barry Guilty?
Yeah, we
or
could do
Alex? Alex Guilty?
But depending on what it was, because she's just about to offer me a
So this is a lady,
job, probably in an ad. But
and so this is a professional working relationship.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Cody? Roll the dice again. We've done, or should we just fucking send Alex Guilty? I have just straight up found some blood on my toilet paper.
Fuck. Oh man, I don't want to do it.
What do you think?
Great. That's fucking great.
So she's rang me to possibly.
Have you heard of Natasha Nice?
Oh shit. Oh yeah,
Because she'd have to Google it. Yeah. And then she Googles it and just finds this Aussie porn star. But with no reason why you'd...
we should stay on theme. Yeah, so no, we don't want an image of Natasha Nice, just like, hey, you need to check out Natasha Nice.
I was just going to say, have you heard of her? Hey, you need to check out Natasha Nice.
Yeah?
Oh man.
So while we've been doing this podcast, this girl's tried to ring me twice. I'm guessing it's about availabilities for this ad that we've got to shoot. And what I've...
All right, fucking pull the Band-Aid off. You're sending it. Unless you want to roll the dice again, but if it lands on oral or freestyle rap, like that fucking sucks for me. So should we give him the option for another roll or say...
You can have another roll if you want.
You can have another roll, otherwise you send that to Alex Guilty.
I'm not a chicken. You've done the Natasha Nice tweet,
Yeah.
which I reckon was pretty brutal.
It's fucked.
Yeah.
So, okay, so what do I
It's
say?
Goldstein's return serve on the Natasha Nice.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a volley.
Straight down the line for sure, ace. No, here he is.
All right. So, hey, you really need to check out Natasha Nice.
Hey, oh, Jesus. Hey, you really need to check out.
Natasha Nice.
So I've had 2 missed calls from her, right?
Oh, man,
and
I
then
feel
I'm just
like-
sending this
Yeah.
I feel
back.
sick.
And then
almost,
the
you know?
emoji, the okay emoji or whatever it is with the hand with the circle.
No.
Yes. So you really need to check out Natasha Nice.
What I assume people would hold up if they say that's a good a pizza pie.
That's a nice pizza pie.
Yeah, that's a long wife.
So you really need to check out Natasha
Oh,
Nice.
man.
And then what?
Hashtag long wife.
Yeah, what people would the emoji for nice.
Nice.
Natasha Nice.
Ah. Hang on, and now my agent's calling me. Jesus.
Have you sent it?
No, not yet. Okay.
All right, get it there. Hey, you really need to check out Natasha Nice. And then that's a sweet a pizza pie, a long wife.
This is awful.
All right, so get it out there.
Okay. Sorry, I just can't find the okay on the Oppo.
Oh God, is the Oppo the equivalent? Like, what's the? We've done banana
Okay,
emoji.
this is my undoing. But what about the splash one?
Oh yeah, Splash works. Do you have no equivalent?
Or tick.
How close are you with this person? Like, if you go, it's now a joke.
It's someone trying to give him work.
Yeah, I met.
Yeah, isn't this
I
the
met her a
whole point?
lot.
You're
Like
not meant
I
to
know her
fuck
well.
your-
I've worked on a few ads with her and stuff.
Like, if you tell her this
I'm
later,
just
it's
not
funny.
going to put the emoji. I'm
No,
just gonna...
no, Splash. If anything, Splash is fine.
Oh God.
Splash is good.
Oh Jesus! I'm going to lose thousands
man.
of dollars. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
All right,
All right.
pull the trigger.
Okay, I've done it.
Oh, fuck.
All right, Cody.
Oh, that hurts.
That's
My
so
chest
good.
hurts. That's...
Cody rolling the dice.
Get fucked, 6.
6.
No.
Yes. 6
This
is
is the new one.
direct message to a random celebrity on Instagram, right? And I had a very good time writing this. Cody, though, but what I think before I give you some options on that,
Yeah.
should I tell you what my ideas were for if it went to Facebook or Instagram for you? Because I wrote some unique things for you that we can't, unless you come on a later episode.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, because you're a bearded individual and with a lot of pride about the beard, something like have to shave my beard off for an ad. It's killing me. Worst part is my cold sores are fully inflamed at the moment too.
Brutal.
FML. So that was gonna be that, or marriage counseling, hard but worth it.
Oh man, that's so good.
Yes. Anyways,
Oh.
but we're not using any of those. I have
Oh,
some
man,
others
I'm
for
so
you when
sorry.
we get you back on.
I had a real abstract one for you, Cody. That I still
Yeah.
might use for someone else one time, and it was because I had to think really outside of the square.
I just feel bad that my screen, the camera roll wasn't too brutal.
Yeah. Oh no, that's
Oh,
fine.
no,
this
it
is
was
the
great.
that's the roll of the spin
It's
of
the
the
roll
wheel.
of the dice, and it was good.
Yeah.
Like good chat about it and stuff. Mine was the Facebook status one, was I was most proud of, but don't know if you guys would like it. Can't wait to. I just had to think of something that wasn't Cody, so I was like, can't wait to drive a 4-wheel drive over my dick so it explodes and blood sprays everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
I just thought that would look great on your Facebook, personal Facebook. Like,
All right.
I just feel bad because in my Google searches, I made sure the last thing I searched for today was Mike Goldstein nudes.
Oh God. Okay, so direct message to a celebrity on Instagram.
No.
Can you go ahead and find Tim Minchin's Instagram for me?
have you met Tim before?
You probably. Oh, you don't know him. Even better. All right.
Oh fuck, man!
All right.
Brutal.
So you have Tim Minchin pulled up.
Yep.
All right. So direct message to Tim Minchin.
Get fucked. Yeah.
Hi Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Huge fan.
Yep.
Have you tried any new songs lately? Question mark.
Oh,
I've got one.
Oh.
And then in quotes, Trump, what a chump. Exclamation points. End quotes. Let me know what you think. So Tim mentioned kind of superstar musical comedian. So we got hi Tim.
Huge fan. Have you tried it in new songs lately? I've got one. Trump, what a chump.
Yeah.
Trump, full stop, what a chump. Exclamation point. Let me know what you think.
Question mark.
I've got one for you.
I've got one for you.
And what about something like from one comedian to another or something like that?
Oh, man.
Hey, mate.
Hi Tim. Huge fan.
Huge fan. You probably seen me about the traps.
No. Just keep it. Have you tried any new songs lately? From one comedian to another, I've got one for you.
Yeah.
Trump, what a chump.
Man, I was so worried about it being something savage.
Yeah.
The sick in my stomach.
Yeah.
This is worse.
Man, I'm still thinking about the thousands of dollars I've probably missed.
What the fuck? I got this tweet about black cocks.
I've done. Hi Tim, huge fan. Have you tried any new songs lately? Question mark. From one comedian to another, I've got one for you. Trump, what a chump. Let me know what you think.
Perfect.
Send.
It's out there?
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Oh, man.
This is a long episode. I think we got to wrap it up, but this is some damage. Some damage has been done. I'll quickly check the tweet.
There's been nothing yet.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh, that is... I just opened up your your Twitter, Mike, and I've looked at it, and I'm like, that is brutal. That is absolutely brutal.
Man.
All right, we got to wrap this up. We'll recap on any damage done, but fuck, I think we ended strong. I think that was strong, and we discussed some good things.
Because corny's so much worse than I was expecting brutal. It's like, I know what's coming, I know what's coming, I know what's coming. That was even worse. God damn it.
Oh, man.
Retweeted porn star, though. That is.
So, did you just got a message? Was it relating to that?
No, it's something totally different.
But you've got your own podcast, don't you?
Yep, Crushing It with Nick Cody.
Yep.
A few more eps coming out over the next few weeks. So
great.
Catch up.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
Every couple of years.
Man, when I was on Twitter, some of the last tweets I wrote was somebody going, you need to put out new podcasts. I'm like, do it. It's like, do I? Oh.
Nah. Whatever.
Just put about whenever.
Thanks so much for doing the pod, man. We appreciate it.
It was so nice to be on.
Thanks,
I've heard all the eps so far. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
It's a great, makes me squirm in the chair.
Man, I'm so tempted to just call this Alex from Guilty.
Oh yeah, we'll do some damage control straight after. And subscribe, give us a review on iTunes, and we'll talk to you guys next episode.
All right, thank you.
Phone hacks.